Finally tonight, one South Brunswick mom's personal fight to end cyberbullying. Erin Popolo has spent the last 3 years meeting with elected leaders, traveling to D.C., and advocating for children like her daughter Emily, who died by suicide in 2021 at the age of 16 after relentless bullying from peers who took to social media to target her. Erin's mission is to prevent other kids from the same online harms, working tirelessly alongside other parents in getting Congress to pass the Kids Online Safety Act, or KOSA, which advocates say would give families the tools and safeguards they need to protect against threats to kids' health and well-being online. Erin Popolo is with me now in the studio to share more. Erin, I'm so happy to get a chance to sit down with you. Since that time, you've created Emmy's Champions, a foundation, a nonprofit, created a kindness fair. You've met with folks in D.C. Is it the advocacy work that keeps you going?
Yes, it helps channel my grief into being something productive. Otherwise, I could kind of, at the beginning after Emily died, I was a big advocate for her to begin with because she was a special education student. So my advocacy was part of my identity. So so when Emily died, I kind of lost that whole part of my identity, and I needed something to channel my grief because I could just, it was like, you literally, your life gets shattered.
I mean, and you've met countless other families and parents at this point who have lived a very similar experience.
Yes, yes, and it's crazy, but there's a whole underworld of bereaved parents that no one ever hears about. And we all seem to find each other.
So when you meet with folks, let's say in D.C., Congress members, and you're talking about this Online Safety Act, I mean, of course, there's been a lot more attention on this and on these tech companies in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the message that you give them?
Well, essentially, the parents that I travel to D.C. with, we all have lost a child to something related to social media. So Emily was cyberbullied. I know parents who their children have died by taking a social media challenge, or picking up drugs that were laced with fentanyl through Snapchat or Instagram. So our children have been harmed by something online, and so we are focusing on making social media is not going anywhere. But we need to make it safer for these kids to navigate, because right now it is a free-for-all. And, they just cannot navigate it by themselves. We really want the social media companies to be a little bit more responsible for what's being put up on their platform.
Right now, the KOSA Act, it's been passed in the Senate.
Yes.
It has not yet been posted for a full vote in the House, although it
No.
made it through Frank Pallone's committee for markups.
It did.
What do you want to say to those lawmakers who are not posting this bill?
Honestly, I want to say that, if it was their child that had been harmed, I'm sure it would have been out for a for a floor vote already. But it's not, because tech has spent $51 million just this year in lobbying against us. I mean, we're 20 parents who go to D.C., and we talk to lawmakers and tell them our horrific stories. And these tech companies are coming in with all this money behind them. It's hard to fight that. It's not about red or blue. It is about, the kids. This is about keeping our children safe. I already paid the ultimate price for putting my child on social media. I don't want anyone else to have to walk this path, because it's terrible. It is life-shattering. It alters your entire life. And I don't, you have a young child. I don't want you to have to worry about this 10 years from now. I want there to be things in place so that, when you get there, that this is something that is, is manageable for these kids.
Erin, thank you for sharing your story, and of course for keeping Emily's memory alive in the advocacy work that you're doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.